All right, guys, today we are going to go over the elements of music. So just like we had elements and principles of visual art, like line and texture and all those things, we also have elements and principles of music. So that is what we're going to talk about today. So the first thing we're going to talk about is tone. So a tone is a specific pitch, meaning a note on the staff, and they are labeled on a staff A through G. So we're going to see what that looks like here in just a second. So a staff, I'm sure all of you have seen this before, a musical staff has 5 lines, and then each line and each space between the line represents a different musical note or tone. So on the treble clef, we have E, so it always starts at the bottom and then goes up, E, G, B, D, F on the lines. And then in between the spaces, we have F-A-C-E, face. So the way you can remember that, I'm sure y'all remember this from elementary school, is the notes on the lines are every good boy deserves fudge and face in the space. Okay, so that is the treble clef staff, which is the only one we're going to be talking about for real. So a melody. Everybody can make melodies all the time. All a melody is a succession of tones in a logical sequence, just like words in a sentence. So if you have 5 different notes on a staff in a row, that is a melody. Just like having 5 words in a row can be a sentence. So here's an example. So you just see one note after another creates a melody. So really, it can just be simple as 2 or 3 notes. It's technically a melody. It's not a very good one, but it's still a melody by definition. Now, when we have harmony, that is when 2 or more tones are sounded at the exact same time. So somebody could be playing a B, and then somebody could be singing a G or whatever. Any notes, 2 notes that are sounded at the same time. So that gives the sound more depth. Then a chord is when 3 or more tones are sounded at the same time. So if you look at this staff, you can see that these notes are stacked on top of each other, meaning that they are played at the exact same time. So if this is something you were playing on the piano, you would press down on these 3 keys at the same time, okay? And now we're going to watch this video together of chord and harmony.
Have you always wanted to be a great singer?
After this
hey there, I'm
ad,
Alexander Stewart, a singer here on YouTube.
which I guess we have to watch all of. 3, 2, skip. All right.
Hey, we're here before Joy. What up, y'all? And today we're going to show you guys a simple exercise. We're going to take you guys up and down the scale in harmony. Yeah. Not the entire scale, but yes, up to a point and down, just to introduce you guys to that.
So we're going to begin with the basic chord, which is the C chord, and each singer can take a note to sing in the chord. I will be taking the C note. Claudia will be taking E, and Heather will be taking G.
So right now that's just a single melody, one note at a time.
So now that you guys know how to go up and down the scale.
So when they sang that together, that became
a chord. We're going to show you guys how popular these chords are and They're in songs that you probably hear every day and don't even realize it. And so the first song is Lean On Me, which is a popular song you guys all know. And if you don't know, go check it out, Lean On Me. And we're going to demonstrate to you that how these same chords that we just did on the scale can be found in that song.
So if you're watching her fingers, she's pressing 3 keys at a time, so that's a chord. And they're harmonizing their voices by singing different notes at the same time.
And the second song is Rocksteady. Yes.
All right, that's enough of that. Okay, so again, so you see all of these keys are pressed at the same time, making that chord a harmony. So pitch. A pitch is just the note. So it's the highness or lowness of the sound. So a lot of times when you're listening to music, like on American Idol, whatever, they'll be like, oh, he was off pitch, which means he was on the wrong note or he was in the wrong key. Dynamics. So we need to be careful with this word because we're going to talk about this word a lot in the upcoming units, but it means a different thing with music than it does with dance. So make sure that you're remembering that right now we are talking about music. So when we're talking about music, dynamics is the loudness or softness of a sound, meaning that dynamics is the volume. So we're going to watch this super elementary school video. But it does a good job of explaining dynamics.
Hi, friends. Welcome to my music room. Can you say, hello, Mr. Gray?
Hello, Mr. Gray.
Hey, we are going to have lots of fun. Today, we're going to learn a new word, dynamics. Can you say dynamics?
Yes.
I know you can't.
Yes.
You can? Let's hear it.
Dynamics.
Yeah, dynamics. Dynamics is the volume of the sound. Can you say that?
Dynamics is the volume of the sound.
Dynamics is the volume of the sound. Can you say the word dynamics quietly? Dynamics.
Dynamics.
Can you say the word dynamics loudly? Dynamics.
Dynamics.
Wow, that was really loud. Okay, well, I want to show you guys something. I'm going to take my harmonica again, and I'm going to make it sound just like a train whistle, but I want you to tell me if it's quiet dynamics or loud dynamics.
Quiet.
That's right, quiet.
Loud.
That's right, loud. That was loud dynamics. Excellent. Dynamics is the volume of the sound. So now you are going to get to use your dynamics. Are you ready?
Yes.
No, you're not.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
Excellent. We're going to play a
I
game.
told y'all this was an elementary video.
Dusty, are you ready? Excellent. We're going to use our dynamics by clapping our hands. When Dusty's hand is low, the dynamics are quiet. So we're going to clap quietly. And when Dusty's hand is high, the dynamics are loud. We're going to clap loudly. Are you ready? Dusty, take it away. Wow, that was super duper. Dynamics is the... What's dynamics again? I forgot.
Dynamics is the volume of the sound.
Dynamics is the volume of the sound. That's right. Dynamics is the volume of the sound. Well, I've had a great time with you here in my music room. I hope you come back and visit me soon. Keep listening to music, and everyone please say, bye-bye, Mr. Gray.
Bye, Mr. Gray.
Excellent. I'll see you guys next time.
Wasn't that fun? Okay, so back to our notes. So dynamics is the loudness or softness of a sound, the volume. And then when we get into volume, we have specific words that help indicate how loud or how soft it is. So when we say something is forte, that means it is loud. So all of these dynamics words are Italian. So this is forte. And then when you see it on the staff, on the clef, it'll have like an italicized, a slanted F on it to symbolize forte, that you have to play this sound loudly. And then fortissimo is very loud. So that is going to be symbolized by 2 italicized Fs. And then the loudest you can possibly get is fortissimo. Very, very loud. 3 Fs on the clef. Then we have piano, which means soft. So that is symbolized by the italicized slanted P. And then you guessed it, pianissimo is very soft, symbolized by 2 P's on the clef. And then very, very soft is pianissimo, 3 P's on the clef. And then if it's in the middle, we have mezzo. So it can be medium soft or medium loud. So you would say mezzo piano, MP, or mezzo forte, MF. Okay. So what happens when we want to say that the music is getting louder? It is building to a bigger sound. That is called a crescendo. So this is very popular in music. You can kind of tell it's building up to something like a big moment or another instrument coming in. And that is symbolized by this greater than symbol on the clef. And then the exact opposite is decrescendo, where the music tails off or gets to a quieter sound. And that is symbolized by the less than symbol. Okay, rhythm. Y'all all have rhythm. I have not met you in person, but I know that y'all can drop a beat on the table with your fists. So regular or irregular patterns of pulses in music. So rhythm has 3 parts. It has beat, meter, and tempo. And we'll talk about what those mean here in a second. So the beat is the actual individual pulse of the music, the note. So a lot of times, y'all know I teach group fitness classes, so we categorize the music by how many beats per minute. I like to use 136 beats per minute. This is my favorite. The meter is the way of ordering of the beat. So we'll talk about time signatures tomorrow, I think, or next class. But we have 3/4 time or 4/4 time are the most common meter. And then tempo. Oops, y'all get to see my emails. Tempo is the speed of the music. So we have a lot of words here. These are all Italian words again. And I put these in order of the speed. So the slowest that we're going to find is called adagio. And then the next slowest is largo. And then we have grave. Then we have andante, just starting to pick up the pace. Then we have allegro, vivace, and presto, which is very, very, very fast. All right, we have another Mr. Greg's Musical Madness to talk about tempo.
Mr. Greg's Musical Madness.
Don't hate me, y'all.
Hi, friends. Welcome to my music room. Can you say, hello, Mr. Greg?
Hello, Mr. Greg.
Hey, this is going to be so much fun. Today, we're going to learn a new word. The word is tempo. Can you say the word tempo?
Yes.
No, you can't.
Yes.
You can? Excellent. Let's hear it.
Tempo.
Hey, that was pretty good. Tempo is the speed of the song. Can you say that?
Tempo is the speed of the song.
Yeah, tempo is the speed of the song. Can you say the word tempo slowly? Tempo.
Tempo.
Yeah, that's right. Can you say the word tempo fast? Tempo.
Tempo.
Yeah, that was really good. Now, tempo is the speed of the song. So, if a song is slow, you tap your foot slowly, like this. Excellent.
So that's
And
when
if
you're
a song
noticing the
is
beat.
Fast, that means the tempo is fast. So you tap your foot quickly, like this. Super duper. Now, let's see if you can move around the room with a fast tempo. When Mr. Greg counts to 3,
Movement break.
move around quickly. Are you ready?
Yes.
No, you're not.
Yes.
You are? Okay, you ready? 1, 2 for 2.5. I did not say 3. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Move around with a fast tempo. Freeze. Excellent. Now, let's see if you can move around the room slowly with a slow tempo. 1, 2, 3. And then stop. That was excellent. So everybody knows that tempo is the speed. What's tempo again? I forgot.
Tempo is the speed of the song.
Yes, that's right. Good job. Tempo is the speed of the song. Tempo is the speed of the song. That's fantastic. Well, guys, I've had a great time with you here in my music room. I hope you guys come and visit me soon. Keep listening to music, and everyone say, bye-bye, Mr. Greg.
Bye-bye, Mr. Greg.
Excellent.
All right, done
See
with
you
Mr. Greg. Back to our element notes. So we have texture. So just like in visual art, where some texture is what looks like it feels like or looks like it feels like, texture in music is having multiple layers of sound. So it sounds more rich. It sounds like there's a lot of stuff going on. So there's 3 different types of texture. It can be monophonic, polyphonic, or homophonic. So we're going to talk about what each of those is. So if you know what those prefixes are, mono means one, poly means multiple, and homo means the same, and then phonic means sound. So monophonic is one melody, so one sound sung by one or multiple people. So it's not a harmony because it's not different sounds, but it's when multiple people are singing the exact same note at the exact same time. So this is really popular in Gregorian chants, and you're like, what is a Gregorian chant? And you're going to recognize it when I play it because it sounds churchy. So you can hear that sounds like a very rich sound. Because multiple people are singing that same sound at once to make it sound bigger and fuller. And then polyphonic is many melodies sung at once. So this can be kind of like a round chant, like, row, row, row your boat, where people start at different times and are singing the same song, but they're singing it kind of off beat from each other. That can be polyphonic. Polyphonic can also be when you are harmonizing. So you're singing the same words maybe, but you're singing them on different notes. So we'll talk about this when we get into the Renaissance unit later on, but this was popular with Giovanni Palestrina. He added polyphonic sound. And then homophonic sound, meaning the same sound, which is one melody supported by chords. So this is when you have one melody and then a background instrument or another voice playing chords that support that same sound. All right, y'all, that is all of our notes for today. We will continue taking notes on musical elements and musical notation next class. So be on the lookout for more info.